This is Earth. Its history spans over 4.5 billion years. That's really freaking long. So, to help us understand it better, geologists have divided that length of time into 4 great eons. Each of these eons are billions of years long, and each one has a really unique story to tell. So let's go back in time and learn about them. First, there's the Hadean Eon, which lasted from 4.6 to 4.0 billion years ago. The word Hadeon comes from Hades, the Greek god of the underworld, and it's fitting because this eon was hot enough to melt rock and make Earth a fiery ball of magma. During the Hadean, Earth was bombarded by asteroids, and the heat from all those collisions kept the planet molten. Towards the end of this eon, the first solid crust began to form, and the first oceans formed too, but life had yet to appear. Next up is the Archean Iron, which lasted from 4.0 to 2.5 billion years ago. It's during the Archean that the first continents stabilized and the first life emerged. At first, life was confined to the oceans where simple microbes and stromatolites, which are layered deposits of microbes and sediment, flourished. Toward the end of the Archean, the continents started to grow larger and more like the ones we have today. But things really started to change during the next eon, the Prehistoric. This eon lasted from 2.5 billion to 540 million years ago. It's during the Proterozoic that oxygen began to fill Earth's atmosphere. You know how right now, if we want to find oxygen, we just open up a window and breathe it in? Well, before the Proterozoic, oxygen was basically non-existent on Earth, and even after it started to accumulate in the atmosphere, it remained fairly low in concentration. But towards the end of the Proterozoic, oxygen levels rose dramatically, causing what's known as the Great Oxidation Event. This allowed for the evolution of large complex cells called eukaryotic cells, and eventually led to the first multicellular life on Earth. By the end of the Proterozoic, the oceans were teeming with diverse creatures, and life had finally made the leap onto land. And then came the Phanerozoic, which began 540 million years ago and continues today. The Phanerozoic is sometimes called the Age of Animals, but more on that in a minute. First, let's talk about how this eon got its start. 540 million years ago, during a relatively short period known as the Cambrian explosion. Complex life on Earth exploded in diversity. This was when the ancestors of most major animal groups alive today first appeared. Over the next 100 million years, these early animals radiated into nearly every habitat on Earth. During the Phanerozoic, life continued to evolve and diversify, eventually leading to the emergence of plants and fungi, and eventually humans. So from molten rock to the world we know today. The 4 eons of Earth tell the epic story of our planet's life and evolution. To learn more about the history of life on Earth, check out the link below. Thanks for watching.